What's up, you money makers and MMTLP army? Welcome back to the channel. Another great day for MMTLP. I want to really quickly share with you what happened today with MMTLP, what you should be looking out for. One of the biggest catalysts that is coming up for S1 that I want to talk about. I also want to talk about what the apes are talking. I want to talk about the trend and what is going on Reddit and what people are looking into and what you should be thinking when it comes to MMTLP in terms of the availability and the fees that is going on right now at the moment. What are the short sellers are doing because they're definitely scared. I want to also share with you one of the bigger resistance that we see in MMTLP, because you might be asking what's happening right now. While the market was up today, Dow Jones was up pretty good and we had seen ups and downs, and we closed with 1.31% change. Why MMTLP did not move? So I'll be covering all that juicy and very interesting information in this video. All I ask you in return is hit the like button. If you are part of MMTLP army, it's your duty to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I have been seeing such a massive momentum on MMTLP. People are looking into it. There will be fear of missing out, and I want to talk about like when we will be able to go beyond $8. Remember, we went to $7.69, and I want to talk about why we are hovering around $7.45, what it takes for us to go to $8, followed by $80 and maybe $800. Now, if you think from 8 to 80, it may or may not take that long, that it takes long from going from $7.45 to $8, because a catalyst can change the game super quickly. So hit the like button. We need 250 likes on this video, guys. Do your part. Hit the like button. Write down in the comment section below if you think that it will cross $8 this week. If you think that it can hit $80, what is the maximum price point that you're thinking for MMTLP? Write down in the comment section below. It's a great help if you click the like button and subscribe. That's a motivation for me. I'll make sure to build more and more videos. I want to share all this information with you, so help me help you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's get into it. What happened with MMTLP? We are down 0.40%. Now, we talked about MMTLP will have super good resistance around $7.50, and this is what precisely it has been doing. If you watch my previous videos, I've been talking about $7.50 because we can't really go above $7.69, and we saw that. We just tried hitting that $7.69 level before a couple of days. We couldn't do it, but hey, guess what? 5 days, we are up still 6%. We saw the valley when the market was down, when Fed announced the 0.75% rate hikes in the interest rates. But take a look, for 4 weeks, we are still up, trending more than 100% up, which means if you bought that stock, and I talked about this stock before 6 or 7 weeks when we were at $1.60. So from $1.60, take a look how far we have come across. 370%, which means $100 turns into $470, $1,000 turns into $4,700. So that's a massive gain, 515% up in last 6 months, which means 5x return, which is super massive. But what you want to do is you want to find out what the trend is looking like. Now, if you take a look at the trend, and before I go there, one of the biggest catalysts is the S1 that we are looking for. Once the S1 is confirmed, which means the privatization, we have been talking about NEXTBRIDGE going private, and this is the Reddit post that I want to talk about. And again, I am not a financial advisor either. As this post says, the credit goes to this particular user, meanie, but once again, not a financial advisor, not a certified professional. This is just for entertainment purposes, so do your own due diligence. Not a stock advice, but seems like the sentiment is around the MMTLP privatization announcement for S1A drop. Now, if you don't know, we are at the 3rd amendment, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's just the time, it's just the process, and it is going to happen because it's going to be imminent. And I'm going to talk about more as to what it means for S1, but it's a sister rip for MMAT, and it'll have been steadily climbing. Who knows what the rug pull or the rip cord, and that will go off. Please play responsibly, do your research. None of this is a financial advice, and I 100% agree with that, because one of the bigger thing that you want to look into is the short squeeze could be the cause of S1 privatization filing that is imminent. And we have been talking about NEXTBRIDGE, and what that means is we were at $1.75, $1.60, which is when I started covering. We came across $7.45, guys, and you might want to think about your exit strategy. I'm not saying sell, but you want to think about your exit strategy and you want to execute when you think it's the right time for you. Personally, me, I like to write it for free. And when you write for free, it's not your money, doesn't wake you up at night. Even better if you double that money. So let's say if you bought at $1.60, it went $7. If you sold a part of your shares, so you book your principal back, you book some profit back, and you don't really have anything out of your pocket, on the top you double your money too, but you still have a ton of stocks that you are playing with. And guess what? If it goes to $80 or $800, it's a win-win situation and you'll be extremely happy. And this is what me thinking out loud, but do your due diligence, do what you think is the right thing. But once the S1 is approved, once again $7.51, I would say $7.69, that's the break point, confirmation for another leg up. S1 to be approved, it can hit $80. Once it's approved, 80 million shares are shorted at the moment, which is a short position, by the way. And this is OTC company. So this is an OTC stock. Take a look, OTC market stock. So again, there might be delay, there might be some discrepancies, all of the above. But that shorts, if it's not 80 million, if it's 60 million, if it's 10 million, who knows what. But that must be covered within the next 15 days after the announcement. Now, what's going on with that? Right now, we are seeing not a huge volume. The volume is 823,000 in today's market. Now, volume is number of shares transacted on a trading day. And today, you take a look, 745, 675, went high as 760, and our volume was a little over 800,000 shares. Now, we saw that 1.4 mil, 1.2 mil, and it cut down in half. Now, once you start thinking about this 80 million, 50 million, 60 million, that's a massive run up. And what's going to happen is when that happens, the brokers are just dumping up the stuff. As they mentioned, we'll see perhaps the just astronomical price that we'll see, because it will be seller's market. The buyers will have to buy whatever the price the sellers wants to sell because of the 15-day timeline that they will need to cover their shorts. So that's the key. Regardless for the 80 million shares that needs to be covered, we'll see very significant increase in trading volume, and that is imminent because think about, we are looking at 800,000 shares that are traded today. 80 million, it's not just one or two or three times. It's such a massive 100%, right? It's 100x, not 100%, I'm sorry. It's 100x. So 800,000, you add 1 0, 8 million, you add another 0, it's 80 million. So you're looking at 100x kind of volume. It may or may not happen in the same day. But what I'm saying is it will be the volume range within 5 days or some huge volume that we have not seen for the stock. Now, another thing is the brokers will pay whatever the price they have to close the position if the retail investor or the clients did not. Should a significant short squeeze can happen once the S1 is approved, $30, $60 is imminent. It's the most common estimate for MMTLP. It's trending on stock tweets we already talked about, and I'll talk in more detail, but the biggest catalyst is S1 approval is the catalyst, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button if you haven't already for this S1 approval, because we want to share this catalyst, and not many people know really what is an S1 approval, how it's going to happen, why we are in Amendment 3. People were asking in my previous videos how you can buy this. Again, this is an OTC stock, not available in every single brokerage platform, so you want to do your own due diligence and try to different platforms like Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, and by no means this is not a promotional video or anything, so you might want to check out. TD Ameritrade does it, I know Fidelity does it as well, and you can buy this on those platforms. But somewhere between, the magnitude of all this is going to be super hard because it's hard to buy even at the moment. Now, once again, the volume in terms of the search trends, MMTLP, if you put that search trend on the search engine, you should see that we started going up. Take a look, we went to 60 or 44 rather. So we were at 100, and guess what happened when we were 100? The week of October 9, see, October 9 and 15. So around October 12th, let's go back to 1 month and we'll see when we were in October 12th. So right here, this is October 12th. We went to $6.69. That was our once again a massive run up, and I precisely talked about that right before that. So 300% up just within a couple of days. I talked about it, and that's massive. Well, it's 8 days days. But guess what? In 8 days, you can turn $100 into $425. Now, when you can get that kind of an opportunity, which is why you want to subscribe to this channel, which is why you want to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on this kind of juicy return, right? Now, take a look. Now, this was October 12th, and we started seeing the search trend. And this is not a rocket science. Once again, when we saw the search trend, it started going up. We went down. Now, when we went down in the trend, when people searched a lesser amount for MMTLP, guess what happened? Right after that. So this is the October 12th. Right after that, we started going down, and we're not going down that much. If we went up 320%, if we go down 50%, it was more like 45%, but if we go down 50%, we are still up. Guess what? 300%, 275% up, which means if you bought it around 160, 170, you're still in massive profit because we're $3.70, as you can see on my screen, which is more than double, close to triple, right? So this is what you want to think about. It's hard to buy right now. We started going back up in terms of the search, which means there is a buzz around it. More and more people are looking into it. And guess what? MMAT is also into the picture. MMAT, $1.46 for last 5 days. We are up 28%. This is now, again, you can think like a penny stock or whatnot. Their market cap is 527 million. And once again, if you take a look at 1 month, we're up to 2x, right? It's 100% up, 95%, but it's more or less 100% up. So from sort of 75 cents, we went all the way to $1.62. So if you start doing this, and if you go here, now you should be able to see more than 2x. And why, I don't know why it doesn't allow me to do that. But my point is, if you go from 60 cents to almost, or maybe rather, if you go from 75 cents to all the way to $1.62, you almost double your money. So if you sell the half of the investment, which means the rest is for free, and you are in it to win it all the way through the end. Now, people are talking about don't get panicked. S1 is one of the big thing. Don't panic. The enter market dip, like whenever we see the Fed announcement, so on and so forth. So do your part. Do your part. Spread the word out. If you're part of the MMTLP army, we already talked about all this. I want to talk to you about what happened today into the stock heat map, right? So most of the large cap stocks, if you start taking a look at the electronic technology, if you take a look at the financial companies as well, like JPM and the Bank of America and BRK, they're all up for the most part. We see retail is up as well. Of course, Amazon is flat, but Walmart was up 1%. HD is up. Costco is up as well, or maybe like flat, 0.44% up, but it's flat as well. And if you take a look at the energy, minerals, producer manufacturing, utilities are down, like consumer durables were down. Now take a look at Tesla, down, right? The consumer services up, the technology sector went up, health went up. So when the market goes up, the large cap blue chip gets higher, the more leverage at the moment. Now you'll start seeing for small cap as well once it stabilizes. Now one thing, strongly hold strong cap, hodling that we have been talking about. We have seen AMC, we have seen GME, but it's more fun when you don't have your own money into the game. And I've been telling you how to ride for free. So if you're riding for free, that's not your own money, and have all the fun in this world without any risk, and hold strong eights, right? Now, too late to add, we'll see some of the FOMO. Every single day, people will have fear of missing out because they want double, triple, quadruple, 10xing their money, the return on their investment. So people will start asking, too late to add, when the S1 approval is, and I will keep you posted. As much as I know, I'll share that back to the community. And in return, do your part. Share so much love for this channel. Subscribe, turn on the notification, click the like button, all of the above, right? We started seeing the volume, message volumes is going slightly down on stock tweets, but their numbers, the watchers, 12,000 to 13,000, it's going up. MMAT, we have been talking about the strategy, so I don't want to cover it again. Average volume, 736. Today's volume, 719. It's slightly here or there. We saw lately on this page, we are seeing 823. Again, we are going from $7.45 to $6.75, and we are going as high as $7.60. Again, that's a resistance level. Once we pass that level, it becomes our support. Remember what I talked about? $7.01. That has become now our support. So it's not going below that $7.01. The lower we went was $7.11. Quickly got back up, 675, quickly got back up, and we're close to 760, 745. The iBorrow shares are showing us almost 29.2% fee. Availables are looking better than yesterday. Yesterday we were seeing 20,000 if I remember correctly. Yes, 20,000. So let's take a look right here. And the fees were lower as well, 20.2%, 20,000 availables. Right now we're seeing 65,000 availables with 29.2%, which is again 65,000 avails is not going to change the game when we're talking about 80 million, right? Now what are the moves tomorrow? People have been talking about it. MMTLP, MMAT dropping S1 and all sorts of things that we started seeing. MMAT is getting a lot of promotion, free promotion because of MMAT. If you take a look at the short sellers, let me see if I can see the latest data. Probably not, but what I'm trying to get at is it's not 70%, it's not 65%, it's not 67 or 68%. We are below 50%, which means the short sellers are playing a very safe game because they know that S1 is going to drop. People may hold it for the long time. The short squeeze is going to be there. You can call it short squeeze, gamma squeeze, whatever you want to call it, but that is going to be amazing. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this content, share below, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.